Vegito vs Gogeta is a never-ending debate in the Dragon Ball community, and while it is kinda pointless because the two are technically the same character, it's a debate that I've found myself having fun with in the past as well. The joke would go that while Vegito can never really finish his opponents off on screen, he was called the strongest fusion, and while Gogeta may not be as animated, he does get the job done. While that has been true, up until Dragon Ball Super, I feel like Vegito has honestly been more significant in the overall story of Dragon Ball because he did free everyone from Buu, and for the time he was fused, he did a solid amount of damage to Zamasu and probably would have finished it off had it not been for the time limit. Obviously, dream matches set between two characters in the anime that have never met is extremely common, and in the past we've explored ideas such as Vegito vs Beerus, Gogeta vs Vegito, Jiren vs Beerus, and so on, but one encounter that has always piqued my interest is what if the strongest mortal was put up against one of Goku and Vegeta's fusions? Jiren was the first person to be recognized as the mortal stronger than a god of destruction as we were first introduced to him in late Dragon Ball Super. Up until we saw him in action, we thought that there was no way that a mortal could possibly be stronger than an immortal, disregarding the whole Rage, Trunks, and Zamasu stuff, but when Jiren decided it was time to fight, it was clear that he was leagues above the rest. Halting a Spirit Bomb with just a glare isn't an easy feat by any means, and this alone put Jiren in a class of his own, as this same attack had vaporized many before with ease. Separately, I think it's pretty fair to say that neither Goku nor Vegeta can beat Jiren one-on-one, but if they were to fuse into Vegito, then how would things turn out? Thanks to Madison Animations, today we get to see just that, as things in his rendition of the Tournament of Power turn out quite differently from the one we know. Be sure you guys check out the original video for yourselves by checking the link down below in the description box. Madison's channel will be linked as well, so be sure to show your support. Also, don't forget to turn those notifications on to never miss an upload again, and let's see if we can get this video to 4,000 likes because it's time to make that big push to 300k. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well to stay up to date with all Dragon Ball related content, but without further ado.
I got swords on my back, tell my right. Ninjas with me, niggas. Stars of these bitches. Eating ramen noodles in the hood with my niggas.
So, as we already know, a fusion between Goku and Vegeta is nothing new, although the circumstances have to be more than dire for this to even be an option between the two. Back in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's pride was definitely at its peak, but when we get to Super, his patience for it has slightly changed. With the Potara fusion being retconned to only being permanent between Kaioshins, simply clipping on an earring in order to fight Jiren would definitely appeal more to Vegeta than doing that dance again, and that's exactly what happens here. We're taken back to the final moments of the Tournament of Power, and instead of Frieza fighting alongside Goku to eliminate Jiren, it's come down to Vegeta and Goku, and the interesting thing here is that not only has Goku activated Ultra Instinct, but so has Vegeta now. But even so, like I said before, neither Goku nor Vegeta are stronger than Jiren separately, and this still rings true in this animation. Even though both have awakened the beginning stages of Ultra Instinct, the two quickly begin to realize that they're still inferior to Jiren. This is when a flashback occurs, however, that shows us an image of the Supreme Kai beforehand, and what he's offering Goku and Vegeta is the Potara earrings. Wielded with yet another conflict of interest, Vegeta slowly begins to silence his pride as he puts on the earring, and then the merge begins. From nearby, Goku has started glowing as well, signifying the unification of the two in a blinding beam of light, as all of the spectators including Zeno, Whis and Beerus, and all of the other universes give witness to Ultra Instinct Vegito. Radiating with the power of the gods, both Vegito and Jiren stand across from each other, awaiting the final showdown, and this is when Jiren makes the first move, dashing into Vegito. High-speed clashes occur all over the arena as Vegito and Jiren are going all out, and this animation is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the colors are vibrant, the impact frames, attention to detail, everything is just here. I'm loving this right now, guys, if you can't tell. The two continue to clash for a bit, but there comes a point where it seems like maybe Vegito wasn't even being serious, as he just backs away from a flailing Jiren with his arms crossed, avoiding every single hit. Jiren tries to go for a power shot, but Vegito easily outspeeds him and counters it, sending Jiren flying through mountains. Vegito instant transmissions in front of him at point blank range, and as he begins to charge a limit breaker final Kamehameha, the Universe 11 God of Destruction can only look on in shock as Vegito delivers an attack so devastating it shakes the very realm itself in a huge explosion. You would think a monstrous attack like that would do it, but Jiren is able to survive mildly injured, but at this point he has to realize the strength of his opponent. However, this is when the visions of his past begin to manifest in his mind, as he's reminded why he's so dedicated to being the absolute strongest and what his goal is, and this is when Jiren emerges from the rubble, completely changed now as he's surging with power. Seeing how powerful Vegito is comes as a shock to Jiren, as no one has ever been able to best him like this before, and with this painful fact in mind, Jiren's full power comes forth, and even a high speed punch by Ultra Instinct Vegito is blocked with ease. Jiren unleashes a hail of attacks and is able to send Vegito off in a flurry, but when pushed to the brink, Vegito taps into the power of Master Ultra Instinct, hoping to end this fight right now, but at the same time, Jiren also enters his full power state. With everything resting on this one final attack, Vegito takes off directly at Jiren, who obliges and charges towards him as well, and in one final clash that shakes the galaxies, the battle ends. When we return, we see Jiren has been teleported to the stands, signaling that Vegito has won the tournament. Ultra Instinct Vegito has beaten Jiren, the mortal stronger than a god of destruction. If this was a canon scenario for Super, I definitely see it playing out in a similar fashion. Maybe not exactly the same way, but I definitely feel like Vegito would come out on top, and I'm sure a lot of you would agree as well. The title that Jiren has, however, will never leave him, as he's the first person we've officially recognized as that, and I hope that his time in Dragon Ball didn't come to an end after Super, because I'd love to see more of him. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching the whole video if you made it this far. As always, once again, huge shout outs to Madison Animations for honestly some of the best fan work I've seen on this platform, don't you guys think? Also, down below in the comments, let me know how you think this battle would turn out. This may be a stretch to some people, but how many of you honestly believe Vegito would get pushed to Master Ultra Instinct in this fight? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not a power scaler though, so yeah, definitely be sure to check out this original animations for yourself and show them some love. Don't forget, we're on the way to 300k, so let's try to get this video to 4,000 likes to keep pushing. If you guys haven't already, be sure to click the notification bell down below to never miss an upload, and follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with all Dragon Ball related content. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.